Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Asim Amjad and in this lecture we are going to cover module number 8, that is sectional views. At the end of this lecture you would be able to learn some basic information about sections, and finally we will discuss different types of sectional views. Sectional views. The dash line is used in orthographic views to show the internal hidden detail of the object, as well as the intensity of the dash line in orthographic views is purely depend upon the complexity of internal structure of the object. It will become more and more difficult to visualize the shape of the object if the number of dash line in orthographic views goes on increasing. So as the number of dash line made the drawing unnecessarily complicated and confusing to understand. So therefore the general practice that is used is the sectional view for the complex object in addition to or instead of simple orthographic views. So the sectional view or section look inside an object. Sections are basically used to clarify the interior construction of the part that cannot be seen clearly by hidden lines in the exterior views, as I am telling you before. So the sectional view is obtained by taking the section of the object along a particular plane. So the imaginary cutting plane line is used to obtain the sectional view of the object. As the part of object lie between the observer and the imaginary cutting plane line is assumed to be removed, and the view of the cut object thus obtained is called the section view. Section views are really important aspect of the design and documentation, and it's really used to improve the clarity and reveal the interior feature of the part and structures. So to improve the communication and problem solving process, the sectional views are used in ideation and refinement stages of the engineering design. Let's say we have this part, and according to orthographic projection principle, we draw its multi-view drawing. This is the front view and this one is the top view. After completing the multi-view drawing, you have to probably ask a question related to the internal feature and select either it's difficult to read or dimension the multi-view drawing. If no, then finish. If it is yes, then use the section techniques like this and then draw its multi-view drawing again by using the orthographic projection principles. And here you can see the hidden line is replaced by the continuous line. Here you can see the hidden line, or you can say dotted line. According to the rule, you cannot add dimension to these internal features, that is showing the actually depth of the cut. To add the depth of cut of this internal feature, you need to draw its sectional view as shown on the right side. That's why sectional views are really important in multi-view drawing. According to standard, there are many different types of sectional views. Later on, we will cover all of these sectional view types. Example. There are two main important aspects of adding the sectional views to the object or a part. First one is to clarify the internal feature, and second one is to facilitate the dimensioning technique. These views are drawn according to the multi-view standard practice technique. Here you see the sectional view of the part. Sectional view is drawn by adding the imaginary cutting plane or cutting plane line at the half of the object. After adding the cutting plane line, the other half of the object is removed. After removing the other half of the object, you can clearly see these internal features. Then we draw these features on the drawing by continuous line rather than drawing the hidden lines. These are the main difference between these two front view. This front view is the regular view which showing the hidden lines of the internal features, and this view is shown the sectional view by adding these inclined line, and here you can see the internal feature clearly. So the first objective of clarifying the internal feature is came true, and the second one is to facilitate the dimensioning technique. Clearly seen on the front view, then we can add dimension easily. As according to standard rule, we cannot add dimension to the hidden features. Basic components of sectional views. First one is the cutting plane. Cutting plane is an imaginary plane that cuts the object. So the sectional view that is obtained by viewing the object after removing the cover apart in the direction normal to the cutting plane. Location and direction of the cutting plane is depend on a hidden feature that is need to be revealed, or the line type which is used as a cutting plane line is known as the phantom line type. These are the two phantom line types. Upper one is used for the long distances and the lower one is used for short distances. Cutting plane. Here you can see a circular part, and now we add the cutting plane between or center of the part. After adding the cutting plane, the other half of the object is removed. And now look at this side. After looking at this side, you see these features. This one is the side view and this one is the front view. So you can see कि ये हमारे पास front view है और ये मेरे पास side view है, और side view के अंदर जब आप इसको देखेंगे तो ये internal feature जो है वो आपको यहाँ पे क्लियरली शो नहीं हो रहा। इस वजह से हमने यहाँ पे सेक्शनल व्यू जो है वो ड्रा किया है और यहाँ पे हमने सेक्शन लाइंस ऐड की हैं और ये मेरे पास इंटरनल फीचर जो है वो रिवील हो रही है और अब मैं इनको इजीली डिमेंशन जो है वो ऐड कर सकता हूँ। Here is another sectioning example. So here you can see how the cut material is shown, and here you see how the cutting plane is indicated. And these are the sectional view label. This AA and this section A-A. Cutting plane line. In orthographic view, cutting plane line is basically used as a CPL or cutting plane line and is drawn in either of an adjacent view of the section view. Here you see a part and whose adjacent views are shown there. This one is the front view, this one is the top view, and this one is the side view. If we add the cutting plane in this side, then आपको इन मल्टी व्यू के अंदर इस लाइन को किस तरीके से इंडिकेट किया जा सकता है वो आप यहाँ पे देखें. दिस वन इज द कटिंग प्लेन लाइन showing on the front view, and this one is the cutting plane line showing on the top view, and the section view is shown on the side view. If you add direction in this side, then cutting plane line is drawn either front view or the side view, and the sectional view is drawn on the top view. And if you draw cutting plane line in this direction, then cutting plane line is shown on multi-view drawing either side view or the top view, and the section view is shown on the front view. सो यू कैन से कि जब आप अपने कटिंग प्लेन लाइन को इस डायरेक्शन में सिलेक्ट करेंगे तो आपको कटिंग प्लेन लाइन इन दो एडजेसेंट व्यूज में शो होगी, जबकि सेक्शनल व्यू जो है वो आपका इस साइड व्यू में शो हो रहा है। जिस व्यू में आपने कटिंग प्लेन लाइन को ऐड किया है उसी व्यू में आपको सेक्शनल व्यू मिलेगा। आपका ये सेक्शनल व्यू इस साइड व्यू में था तो यहाँ सेक्शनल व्यू साइड में मिल रहा है। Here you see the sectional view is on the top side. So you can see the sectional view is added on the top view of the multi-view drawing. And here you can see the sectional view on the front side. As well as you can see on multi-view drawing, the sectional view is added on the front side. Line used in section views. Section lines are used to indicate where the cutting plane cut the material. Section lines are the thin lines. Section line symbols are chosen according to the material of the object, and the angle of drawing the sectional line is 45 degree. Here you can see the part is being cut and the arrow point the portion being kept. एरो की डायरेक्शन बेसिकली इंडिकेट करेगी कि आपके ड्राइंग का कौन सा पोर्शन रहेगा और कौन सा पोर्शन रिमूव होगा. So here you see the arrow direction is on the left side, mean this side of the part is kept while this side of the part is removed to see the internal feature of this part so that we can draw its sectional views. So these are the section lines. So here you see the different section line symbol that is used for different type of materials. Like these lines are used for cast iron or general use for all materials. These lines are used for steel and so on. Line used in section views. The cutting plane line is represented by a chain line, and draw a short visible line at the beginning and the ending of the line. Then draw an arrow at about the mid length of the short visible line, and the arrowhead is pointing toward to this line in a viewing direction. So when the line changes direction, draw a short visible line at that corner. The above mentioned points are shown in example 1, 2 and 3. Here is an activity. Do you find something wrong in the following 3 examples? Pause the video and answer the questions. Hopefully you come up with the best solution. In the first case, did you find anything wrong? Is it true? Yes, it's true. The wrong thing is the direction of arrow. This one is pointing upward and this one is pointing downward. In the second example, is anything is wrong? And the answer is yes. The reason is the gap between the arrowhead and the sectioning lines. Is in the third example, did you find anything wrong? The answer is again yes. Here the stitch line is used rather than the chain line is used. Section lining. If the space between the line vary from 1.5 mm for small section area to 3 mm for large section areas, then you can use the section lining techniques. Here you can see some good example and here you can see some poor practices. Here too dense pattern is created. Here too coarse pattern is created. Here uneven spaces is used. Here uneven orientation is used. So while drawing the section line, keep in mind each line should be drawn at an angle of 45 degree with equal spaces and equal orientation rather than using these poor practices. So here you can see the thin sharp lines at an angle of 45 degree. The average space between two lines is 0.10 inches and the space for large drawing could be increased from 0.10 inches to 0.20 inches, and spacing for small drawing that is used is 0.05 inches. So it should not run parallel or perpendicular to the contour of the view. So these are the poor practices of the section lining and these are the good ones. Here you can see these lines are neither parallel nor perpendicular to the contour. Here also. But here you can see the lines are parallel to the contours and perpendicular to the contours. If the section area is large, an outline sectioning may be used to save the time like this. So you can use this thing if the area is too large. Okay, now let's move to section view rules. Rule number 1. A section line area is always completely bounded by a visible outline. Rule number 2. The section line in all areas should be parallel. So section line shown in opposite direction indicate a different part. Here you can see the outline area is completely visible. Here the outline area is not completely visible. So you have to draw a cutting plane or viewing plane line to reveal the internal feature of the part, and then you can draw the section lines as indicated by section A-A. And these section lines are parallel to each other. All the visible edges behind the cutting plane should be shown as shown here. Rule number 4 is the hidden feature should be omitted in all area of the section view, and there are some exceptions that include the threads and broken out sections. Here you can see conventional practice for treatment of the hidden line. Here you can see the section lines are usually omitted within the section lined area as shown here, omitting the hidden lines. And here you can see hidden lines are present. As the dimensioning of this feature is important, that's why we show this part into a continuous line. But the other hidden lines are omitted in this section view. But these are the conventional practices.